I fell in love with that Christmas break and not recording, kind of like Sheffield Wednesday has fallen in love with sacking managers very quickly. Harsh? Hello, my friends. That's a weird intro, but it's what I just read about it. And I'm recording this the night that happened. And hopefully you're seeing it the next day, so it's fresh on my mind. I just think it's a bit odd, Sheffield Wednesday. And I know we got some Sheffield Wednesday fans. Got to be specific with that in the comments. So thank you for your understanding in there being a delay. I'm still not at 100% in my head. I'm still quite tired. The beard's still going, still a thing that's happening. But I appreciate your understanding and support. Let's get down to business. Let's talk about the transfer window. It's mostly been outs. Like we talked about last episode, many days ago, from a recording standpoint. I just didn't feel like we needed a ton of players. We have bought one other player, or brought in on a free one other player. So let's go to it. Let's go to it. The outs. These are not all the outs. These are this season outs. It's the weird thing with the Eredivisie season not being exactly the same as everybody else. So like summer transfers end up here, and some end up here, and then some end up in last season. So Yilton Diaz has gone to Willem II, which is a bit of a surprise for 1.2 million, which means, of course, we'll see him twice a season, and he'll probably come back to bite us. I'm quite pleased, to be honest with you. We got 225 grand minus 10% of his wages, so we'll call it 200 grand that we generated, which probably covers his wages for both of these seasons. And then we sold him for 1.2 million. And it's not like he lit up the Colombian first division with a 687 and 7 total appearances, right? Like, he's all right, but he's 30. His contract was coming up. We kicked him to the curb. I'm pleased with that business. We've re-signed and then extended Michael Mulder, but not his brother, which is, I'm sure, awkward, and loaned him back to an Israeli club, a different one this time. Instead of Hapoel Hadera, it's Hapoel Kfar Saba. As an important player, they actually came to us and asked to loan him. So he's got a year left on his deal. We gave him a 1-year extension. We'll have to see how he does if he develops as that important player and getting enough game time, how he does. Because he could do a job for us in theory, or be worth something to sell on in the future. And then we've loaned out Hid van der Arend. I'm sure you don't say it that enunciated. He's a youngster that I've had pulled up into the attacking unit training and has continued to improve, but he's 18. He's got 2 years left. I kind of felt like he made, 17 starts and 7 goals with 8 assists last season in the under 18s. It was probably time to give him an opportunity. So he's gone to Dordrecht, who actually, again, came in for him. So Dordrecht is still our affiliate. Even though they've been promoted, that's not a thing in our league, so we could still send players there if we'd want to. But it wasn't like us pawning him off on them. They actually came and said, "Hey, we want to play this guy." They offered him a squad player contract with the specific role of attacking mid right, which is kind of interesting. And he's already played in the first game, so I'm curious now. Do they have like some sort of injury crisis or something? This guy's injured. Doesn't look like a full-on crisis, though. I mean, it's one player. He doesn't look very good either, to be honest with you. So anyway, so he's gone, and hopefully he'll get some good experience there. He's already got the start. 1 start in the first game is more than I was expecting, my friends. As you can tell, not a lot happening here. Going back, we have signed. I think you know about all of these. Luis Pena has shown up. He showed up actually. He got injured like the day before he came with like a training injury with like a twisted ankle, but he's here. He's fine. He's not a worldie, but he's fine. He's solid. I like the long shots, the technique, the vision, the passing, and we've made some tactical changes, my friends, because of some of the signings. Dante Rigo is here. Big game Dante, except that one time. We won't talk about it. And then I could not resist Burak Ince, maybe Turkish, attacking mid/midfielder. He's actually getting paid more than Pena. He's actually slightly better than Pena. He's got really good passing, really good first touch and technique and vision. I'm quite pleased. I couldn't turn him down because we got him on a free. As you can tell, he was an Altinordu product, and they loaned him to Ankara, maybe. And then he wasn't going to sign a new contract, and we picked him up on a free. I just couldn't. His physicals are pretty not great, you could argue. But I have a plan. We'll get to the plan. I have a plan. Let's see. From the outs, we did sell Luke Koopmans down here. I'm not going to go through these players. We all know these players. Luke Koopmans for 400, rising to 550 to NAC Breda, which is interesting. Wait, is it NAC Breda or is it NAC Breda or is it NAC here? I think it's in. Somebody left a comment, but it's been so long and my head's still not on straight that I can't remember. So anyway, Luke Koopmans is gone for 400, and like part of this is like if he gets to 20 games, we get a bonus, and then if for the first 10 games we get a bonus. So we're probably gonna get this. I'm imagining their starter. Yes, he's their first choice. Good for. I mean, it's exactly what we wanted. We got paid for him. He moves on. He's worth 725, so you could argue we didn't get enough for him, but like, it just let him go have a career. This one surprised me. Amar Katic has gone to NAC, I think. NAC, something like that. And he wanted to go. Like it said, he would be very, very upset if he didn't get a chance to go. And he wasn't good enough to go, he's just going to have to be upset, Amar. Like, what's up, brother? You know, he only gave us 4 total appearances last season, 3 of those being substitute, and a 6, 7, 8. So he could have developed, like, to be fair, right? Like, I'm not saying he's a bad player, but when somebody comes in for a guy and he's like, if I don't get to go, I'm going to be mad, and they have put him on a squad player contract, which is better than what he had for us from at least expectation standpoint, and they're going to give us 675 for him, I'm going to take that. So almost 1.1 million in that part of it, and then another 1.2 here. So what is that? 2,275,000 euro. Not bad. I just haven't had a reason to sign somebody. Speaking of affiliates, my friends, I didn't ask for this. I didn't ask for it, but the board's gone and done an affiliate with Roma. Like Roma. It's like last year's save is clutching onto us and pulling us back to Italy. They're paying us 130,000 euros a year for the opportunity, and they can send their players on loan to us. I've never been in this situation, so I don't know if we get a choice, because in the text, right? It says it here. Roma will be able to send players on loan, and we have no obligation to play them. So like they could just like send them to us. Do they just show up? An Italian guy shows up with his bags like, ciao bello, or something like that. I don't know. And it's just like, what? And what's also interesting is they have first option to buy players from us, right? So if we get a bid accepted, they can come in and snap them up. So I don't know. I just think this is really interesting because they didn't ask for it. Here's our bank balance. Keeps going up. 37.5 million. We keep selling players and not really buying any. We've got 34 grand in the wage budget, almost 35, and we got 10 million in the transfer budget. So I've asked for, or they've agreed to increase scout wages. They offered that, and I was like, yeah, that's fine. We're in the midst of improving our training facilities. They'll be done in 4 months, 5 months, something like that. And I've asked for our youth recruitment and junior coaching budget to be increased, because again, if you go to developing players using the club's youth system, well, like, hey guys, we got adequate academy coaching and average youth recruitment. So if you want to develop players through the youth system, you should probably invest in the youth system. It's a shocking situation, I know. They want us to make the most of set pieces and play entertaining football. Just get off the set pieces thing, man. I am going to show you what we're working on, but I want to show you the schedule up here. So, it didn't let us choose the training camp, which I thought was kind of interesting. So it was in someplace in Holland, slash the Netherlands. And so we just invited teams. So Telstar came, Bristol City came, and then, actually Trabzonspor, yes, say it quickly, GHG, move quickly, offered a friendly to us for 50 grand. And then we signed up Newcastle and Excelsior, and it's going quite well. You could see Dante Rigo with a brace in the first game. Hello, Dante, how you doing? Minus the red card, brother. But it's gone all right. Now we didn't play the system I'm going to show you the whole time. Probably against Telstar, we just played one type of like a 4-2-3-1, and then we've changed it the rest of the way, and it's kind of worked. Again, not the best competition. You know, Newcastle, to be fair, currently or they were 15th last season. Obviously, their season says they're 8th, but that's alphabetically. And this team finished 4th in the Turkish Super League. So we've done all right. We've done all right. So, my friends, we've gone with the Christmas tree vertical tiki-taka. Is it because it's the holidays? Maybe. No, it's not. It's really because I pay attention. Ha ha! I pay attention. If you go to the team report here. Okay, first thing I'll show you, is we do have some trialists here. But only 2 of them, these 2 here, are the only 2 that are midfielders / attacking midfielders that could skew some of these. But you go to the team report. You go to comparison. Go to midfield. No, I don't want... FM, I don't want my goalkeepers to be part of the midfield analysis. Thank you. Why are these checked? Anyway, what do you see here? I see good passing. This is actually 4th in the league in passing, even though, boy, the highest average rating must be astronomical if 4th is that far of a gap. Wow. Really good long shots. Really good vision. All the way over there, really good technique, and you know that's 2nd technique, and then 4th in decisions. Tackling pretty poor. Good teamwork. I see passing. Right? Good passing. Give the midfielders the ball. We want them to take the long shots. We want them to have the ball with the vision and the passing and the decisions and the technique. Right? That's tiki-taka. So, is it because we signed 2 really good attacking midfielders? Probably, right? Like, that probably has something to do with it, but, you know, like, it just seems like a good idea. Okay, if you mix the midfielders in with the strikers from an attacking standpoint, this is finishing. Got best in the league average finishing. Now, we do have some veteran players in on trial. This may go down. This is probably more skewed with the trial list. I think the trial list, because they're currently part of the squad, but I could be wrong. Really poor pace, acceleration. But like, again, with the midfielders, I looked at this even before I brought in some of the trialists. So I'm very confident in this because of the likes of Pena, right? Passing, technique, all the things I just talked to you about. We need to use them. Vecchia has done okay. Sure, I'm not like kicking Vecchia to the curb. You know, he gave us 34 total appearances last season, 4 subs, 9 goals, 8 assists, 703. Good player. You know, we've got the 4-2-3-1 with the Shadow Striker. My brain just was like, stop thinking. I just want to try Tiki Taka. I think Tiki Taka is entertaining. And I love some of the passing that leads to like through balls, that leads to goals being scored. That's what I like. So we've got vertical Tiki Taka here, right? And then I came up with the 4-3-2-1. I didn't come up with it. I went to the formation and it was like, 4-3-3 or 5-2-1-2 or something like that, where you essentially have like a complete forward and a false 9 and a shadow striker. And I was like, well, let's just get rid of the complete forward, keep the shadow striker and the false 9, and we'll put in a Vets Playmaker. Sure, that's fine. But these are like the standard roles on that. Like, I didn't come up with these roles, so we'll see how it works. Aside from the box-to-box midfielder, I just said I didn't come up with these roles, and then I've told you about 4 changes. Is what it is. This was what is it? Caralero. Yes, say it quickly. But I've been pretty pleased, to be honest with you. Our strength is from this part of the pitch to this part of the pitch, right? Like, our best players are right here, and Vecchia. So I thought, let's try and take advantage of that. Like, again, we can, in situations, we can slide Kishna out here and put Vecchia in. That's totally fine, right? And we've got Panya, or Pena. Oh, Panya and Pena. I hadn't thought about that. And Barak, that can come in and take the attacking mid-roll. Like, we got options. We got options. So, yeah, that's kind of the plan, my friends. I'll just breeze through some of these trialists real quick. I don't think any of them are going to stay around because they're 30, 31, 32, 18, and 17. Although I should say, this guy, we've accepted a contract, and he's on trial, I think. Yes, he's on trial with us. Colombian kid, kind of took a punt on him, but he's got 3.5-star potential. 6th best striker at the club at the moment. So we got him on trial. You know, he's either-footed professional. I like that. And he's got 16 technique at 17 years of age. Hello. This guy we might take a punt on, but probably not. I don't think he's quite as good. Ilya Nestorovsky has been here, and I thought about signing him. I'm still thinking about signing him, but he leaves tomorrow. Professional. I don't know if we've got enough room, to be honest with you, right? Like, if you look at Kishna's still our best striker, which is not a vote of confidence for Carranza, I guess, who needs to improve because he's getting all the starts. He's 22, though. But he would be better than Novakovic, and I'm not sure if I'm ready to get rid of Novakovic. Novakovic has got 18 appearances. The last 2 seasons, he's gotten 5 starts, and the rest have been subs. So you could argue, yeah, you probably need to like loan him out or something like that. But like, he's also not been terrible. He's not been great. He's not been terrible, but he's also young and developing and 25. And this guy's got to get all of his minutes. Now that might not be a terrible thing, but he's also more of a pressing forward than like a deep line forward or false 9 or something like that. So I'm going to leave that because literally I'm going to record this, edit it, upload it, and it's going to come out about 7 hours later. So let me know. What do you think about Nestorovsky? Should we do something with him? The rest are just probably not going to be good enough. Yeah. And then right before our first game against Feyenoord, Jonathan Augustinson sprains his knee ligaments for 3 to 5 weeks. Great. Speaking of the match against Feyenoord, I'm going to show it to you because that transfer stuff I don't think took really all that long. I didn't really time it because I was pausing and restarting recording as we went. But we're going to give this a shot, my friends. It may be a disaster, but we're going to find out. It's going to be entertaining. Let's go. Teixeira away. Oh, that was a dive. Referee. 2 minutes into the match, into our new season. Come on. Yellow. Oh, it's a penalty. It's clear penalty. Definitely pushed him. We're off to a great start. Don't worry. We're going to be calm. We're not going to immediately change everything. I still want to see the replay of the foul. I don't care about the penalty. It went in. Who cares? All right. We've added a shot to our tally 10 minutes in. You know, that's a thing that happened. Oh, no. It's early days. And they are good opposition. They're good opposition, right? Like, it kind of is what it is. Alois has picked up a yellow. He's been good in preseason. Some of you in the last episode were like, get rid of him. It's time. I think his either-footedness has been very effective as the wingback. Like, his goals, some of them, like half of the 4 goals he scored in preseason were left-footed. Was quite nice, to be honest with you. Yeah, we didn't do a whole lot. No, that's not fair. We had more shots than them. We had the same on target. And if you take away the penalty, 0.75 XG, we actually outperformed them. I think we're doing fine. I'm still going to tell them I think you could do a lot better. But I think the stats show that, That it wasn't as bad as the scoreline indicates. We got to believe in it, lads. Wasn't really planning on beating Feyenoord, but, you know. As you do. Kishna's on a 6.3. Gad Zooks. Oh, keeper fumbles it. What a goal from Sergio Pena! Making a mark. What an angle with the camera. Thank you, director. I want to ask you about that. Do you care if we do director or, like, TV? I was actually watching Dr. Benji's new save over the holiday break. Oh, volleyed it. Oh, it was good. It was lovely. It was like, that looks kind of interesting. Do you have a preference? Comments, let me know. We're going to take Kishna off because he's not playing so hot. We've got options now, Kishna. That's the thing. So he's got to, he's got to, what is it with the ideas? Buck up his ideas. The only reason I'm switching this to the Shadow Striker and the Advanced Playmaker is I promised Barack we would play him there. So, it doesn't really matter. I don't think, personally. That was quite the goal, my friends. I will be pleased with a 1-1, but, if we can get more out of it now that we've got Lewis Nielsen banging him in with his head in the mixer. Was it a real, good goal, or did it just kind of thwack off his forehead? Let's find out. Watch it again. Keeper comes out. No, he just couldn't get to it. That was... I just want to see it again. Oh, did the keeper... I still... The ball was going, from your perspective, this way. And then, made a sharp turn down. So, did the keeper touch it? Not sure. Doesn't really matter. We're ahead, my friends. What is happening? Oh, we've shock and awed them. Shaq is knackered and on a 6.5. We're going to bring in Kees de Boer because he can play a deep line playmaker. Ooh, no, we're not. He's anxious. Mate, I need, Yep, it's Dante Rigo time then. Is he anxious? No, he's composed. Why is Kees, brother, mate. Oh, exhaustion has set in. Oh, dear. Tired and on a yellow is probably a bad combination. So that's going to be, I know it's our last sub, but I think it's a good idea to make it, to be honest with you. Everyone else will just have to deal. And of course, Nielsen, as soon as I do that, it's like, but now I'm wing back. I've been a center back, mate. I'm tired. Oh, friends, what a way to come back after an early gutting penalty. What a comeback, boys. Get in. Now, was it helped by, Pena working his magic? Yes. Yes, but that's that technique, was it the technique or the long shots? To be able to volley that, I'm just saying, you let me... I like to play Foot Manager without knowing all the ins and outs of if you modify this attribute, they'll do this. It's little moments like that was like, ooh, all right. Yeah, it could prove pivotal. First game, first win, 3 points. Let's go. Dortmund got smashed. We've got players there. Hey, now, did we already know this? Because I'm not sure if this is a bug or not. But as soon as you ask, it already went on here. So I'm not sure if that's a bug. But they've agreed to, up our youth recruitment from average to good. Our junior coach from adequate to good. That's pretty good, people. What a way to come back. All right, my friends. Now, the next time you're going to see us, okay, so the cup draw is on the 25th. The first round of the cup is typically not until the... Okay, the first round we play in is not until December, so it's not going to be a cup game. We're going to go play some games. We're going to come back. See, it's I don't want to fly through the season either because this season is really important. Can we establish ourselves as a top 7, 6, 5 type team, while instituting a, new way of playing. Also, my friends, you'll notice here, big gap because of the 2022 World Cup. So that's also interesting. So what does that mean? I think that means we come back for a Willem II PSV doubleheader, and then maybe we do an episode here, and then come back after the World Cup. It's going to be an interesting year, my friends. Thank you so much for your support. Do you think we can get this to 75 likes? I mean, a comeback. It's been a minute. Are you excited to see the series? Hit the like button, my friends. I asked a lot of questions in the episode to see in the comments. So leave those as well. And we'll see you soon. Have a good one. Bye-bye.